Immortality. Are we close? The end of death. How close are we? Within 30 years, we will see the death of death, declared 7 years ago one of the founders of Singularity University, Jose Cordero, at the seminar Future of Technologies or Technologies of the Future, which is held at Sofia University, Bulgaria. Since time immemorial, mankind has been trying to stop the aging process. Love of life and fear of death are two main motives that fuel mankind's desire for immortality. Since ancient times, countless generations have tried to understand the secret of long life and immortality. Nowadays, the tremendous progress of science and technology has allowed scientists to understand the essence of biological life at the cellular and genetic levels. As a result, life expectancy continues to increase, indicating that scientific interventions have the potential to significantly extend human life. Do you think machines and artificial intelligence can make us immortal? What would be the price we would eventually pay? What awaits us next? Where is the line between the possible in the near future of in our fantasy? Perhaps the most appropriate way to start such a video is to share with you that we are much closer to this future than you think. The first drugs to activate anti-aging enzymes are now on the market. It is believed that in the coming years, they will be able to extend human life by at least 50% or more. One example of such is those produced by the pharmaceutical company Elysium. They are based on the supplement NAD+, a molecule that has been shown to slow down aging. Now that we have your attention, we will take you back years to our ancient ancestors. Then they also sought eternal life, but not physically, but spiritually. We all know about the ancient burial rituals aimed at ensuring a peaceful existence for our soul or spirit. An example of this is the ritual burials in the pyramids found in Egypt. And if our ancestors accepted the death of their physical body with honor, it seems that the passage of time and the shift of our values to the material, more and more billionaires spare no expense in creating and sponsoring programs aimed at discovering the formula of eternal life. Or, in general, the young dream of being rich and the rich dream of being young. Let's take a look at the attitude of some of the richest people in the world towards immortality. And then we'll also take a look at the technologies that will make man immortal in the near future. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos assembled a team of top scientists to realize his dream of developing immortality technology. This is Bezos' new fixed idea in which he will invest time and money. Altos Labs is a startup company founded by Yuri Milner, a Russian-Israeli entrepreneur, venture capitalist, and physicist. In 2020, he organized at his mansion in Palo Alto, California, a scientific conference on how biotechnology can keep people young. The idea immediately caught the attention of Bezos, and he decided to become one of the main investors of Altos Labs, a startup company created with the idea of finding the way to immortality. In a short time, Altos raised more than $270 million to be used to develop technology that reprograms cells in the body and turns back the biological clock, first in animals and then in humans. So far, not much is known about the project, except that Dr. Shinya Yamanaka, a Nobel laureate and pioneer in the study of cell reprogramming, has been brought into the company's team. He discovered that only by adding 4 specific proteins could they be instructed to return to their previous state. Also on the team is Juan Carlos Espizua Belmonte, a Spanish scientist working in California who is doing research on growing human organs in primate embryos and says human life can be extended by at least 50 years. He is also known for the fact that with the help of the Yamanaka factors, he has already achieved in mice the first successful attempts to reverse the process of cellular aging. The team also includes several scientists and doctors known for their achievements in this field. For now, Altos Labs is not viewed as a profit-seeking investment. The main goal is to implement a plan to accelerate anti-aging research, reports the Daily Mail. One of the company's first goals is to create a way to reprogram cells that do not cause death in the animals used for testing. Previous attempts resulted in the formation of embryonic tumors. It is still too early to talk about human trials because the technology not only makes the cells younger, but also changes their purpose, turning them into stem cells. Therefore, it will certainly be years, perhaps decades, before it becomes applicable to us. And Bezos can pray for more time to live so he can try it on himself. Altos Labs is far from the first such venture. Already in 2013, the creator of Google, Larry Page, announced the creation of his participation in the same competition, Calico Labs. The Google subsidiary began long before Altos Labs' ambitious project to find a way to slow down aging in humans. The company is gathering a large team of experts who study the genetics of different animals and will test different ways to slow down aging, reports the online publication The Verge. According to Bill Maris, president of Google Ventures, with the right lifestyle, a person can comfortably live up to 120 years, and with the use of special technologies, up to 500 years. Calico Labs has a budget of $1.5 billion US, which is provided by Google and the pharmaceutical giant AbbVie, who are partners in the company. The study began by analyzing the genetics of blind dogs, mice, worms, and other animals. Scientists will carefully study how these animals age and what are the processes in their organisms. Calico and the Jackson Laboratory will try to find a molecular signature that can be detected in the blood and other components of 1,000 mice. Just feeding the lab mice will cost $3 million. Separate funds are needed to ensure the other living conditions. Meanwhile, scientists have already begun work in attempts to sequence the genome of the blind dog. It lives about 30 years, which is much longer than other small mammals, and it also has some resistance against cancer. The scientists plan to use the CRISPR gene editing method, which will allow them to test different changes in genes to see if they speed up or slow down aging. All this will take a long time. The company does not expect any major news within the first 10 years of research. Only then will it have an idea if its research has yielded any results. As of today, there is no published news from Calico Labs yet. Returning to Jeff Bezos and his recent inclusion in the race for eternal life, it provoked a comment from another of his fellow philanthropists. SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk has a strong stance when it comes to the fate of human civilization. In a recent interview, Musk warned that if people lived longer, or forever, with the help of future technology, it might be a really bad idea. Musk states, "It's important for us to die, because in most cases, people don't change their thinking, they just die. If we live forever, we can become a very fixed society where new ideas cannot succeed." He adds that there is no knowledge or information about any secret anti-aging technology. Musk is an ideas man who has benefited immensely from driving innovation and change. In his reality, thinking outside the box is the driving force forward. To some extent, this is the root of his constant attempts to defy U.S. regulators, who are increasingly monitoring his activities. He was also the man who called for an age limit on U.S. government leaders. Musk, who is a father of 6, says the rapid decline in fertility on a global scale is one of the greatest risks to civilization. In other words, allowing people to live longer would cause the population to age rapidly, leading to a further decline in fertility as fewer people would be able to have children. This isn't the first time Musk has warned that the population decline will ultimately be the cause of our extinction. For all the disagreements and flippant comments in the past, Musk's warnings aren't entirely wrong. The birth rate, according to the latest data, is declining worldwide. Given the demographics of most countries around the world are trending toward aging, humanity may indeed be on the brink of decline, which experts say could begin before 2100. Now we will look at some of the most advanced technologies that will make man immortal in the near future. Gene therapy. Scientists have already discovered genes that make it possible to reduce and increase life expectancy. Very soon, all such genes will be identified. Tests related to rejuvenation and increasing lifespan have also been successful. For example, a similar effect has been achieved in mice. In addition, Elizabeth Parrish, CEO of BioViva, notes that she was able to similarly rejuvenate cells by 20 years. Regenerative medicine. In the 20th century, scientists tried to create new organs to replace already worn-out ones. However, all these projects turned out to be unsuccessful. As a result, it was discovered that 3D bioprinting could help solve this problem. Now, there are a number of technologies for printing some organs: liver, kidney, and heart. Over time, scientists hope they will learn to create even a brain in this way. Nanomedicine. Such technology makes it possible to repair one or another human organ. For this purpose, special nanobots are introduced into the body. Now in medicine, this method is used to deliver substances to the brain, determine the blood sugar level in diabetics, reconstruct bones, treat oncological diseases, remove blood clots, regenerate nerves, and others. Purely theoretically, it will be possible to create such nanorobots that will manage the work of the genome and increase the length of human life. Cyborgization. This may not be so close, but with the development of more and more prostheses and analogs of various organs, scientists hope that maybe one day it will be possible to create a completely artificial body in which a human brain will simply be transplanted. Let us know in a comment, would you live forever? Do you think it is right for us to change our nature to such an extent as to put an end to the death of old age? Have you ever wondered about your past lives and what secrets they might hold? Many people believe that our past lives are the key to unlocking the secrets locked within our wandering souls. And past life regression is one way to explore this idea. But what exactly is it, and how does it work? It is a process in which a person is brought into a state of deep relaxation and then is prompted to visualize and relive moments from a past life. The goal is to access the unconscious, to recover memories of past experiences that we have forgotten. This concept has been popularized by many famous therapists, including the famous Dr. Michael Newton. All of them have made it their mission to explore the secrets of the traveling soul. It is important to note that past life regression is a controversial and unproven concept, and the information in this video should be viewed as a narrative about it. The scientific community remains skeptical of the validity of past life regression, and for this reason, research supporting its efficacy is quite limited. However, many people who have undergone regression therapy claim to have had profound and transformative experiences. One of the things we're going to do in this video is look at the work of Michael Newton, a famous therapist specializing in past life regression therapy. Newton's work sheds light on some of the most interesting mysteries related to reincarnation and past lives. We will also examine some of the alternative theories and explanations related to this topic, focusing on the evidence and arguments in support of the thesis. We will delve into the fascinating world of past life regression by looking at the stories of Newton's clients who have undergone regression therapy. We will seek the opinion of the scientific community on the subject and consider some of the criticisms and objections raised by the skeptics. Whether you are a believer or a skeptic, we are sure that in this video you will find the answers to questions that you have not even thought to ask yourself. Historical mysteries. The idea of reincarnation in past lives has been the subject of much speculation and debate for centuries. Some believe that it is a spiritual truth that has been passed down from generation to generation, while others accept it as just another phantasmagoria. Regardless of the position we take on this matter, there is no denying the intriguing nature of some historical conundrums related to this topic. One of the interesting past life mysteries piqued the interest of the masses is the case of young children who seem to have memories of previous existences. They often share vivid memories of people, places, and events that they could not have experienced in their current lives. Some experts believe that these paintings are simply the result of a child's active imagination, while others point to them as evidence of reincarnation. Suppose the subject of reincarnation is interesting to you. In our channel, you will find the fascinating story of an ancient priestess from the cult of Isis, who is reincarnated in the body of 3-year-old Dorothy Eady. As Eady ages, she seems to cease to exist more and more, while the ancient Bintreshite begins to search for the way to her old home. Another mystery related to the subject is the phenomenon experienced by those undergoing past life regression through hypnosis or meditation. During these seances, they often report harrowing experiences from past lives, including memories of different cultures, time periods, and even languages. Some experts believe that these states are the result of the pranks of the subconscious, while others see them as evidence of reincarnation. One alternative explanation for the mysterious experiences is that they are the result of what Carl Jung called the collective unconscious, also known as the reservoir of our species' experiences. This theory posits that all human experience is stored in a sort of shared universal memory, and people can tap into this collective knowledge through the use of regression techniques. Despite the many unanswered questions surrounding the subject of past lives and reincarnation, it is clear that it continues to excite the minds of people around the world. Whether you believe in reincarnation, the collective unconscious, or some other explanation, the mysteries surrounding this topic are undeniably worthy of further investigation. So let's keep digging into this intriguing mystery and see where our curiosity takes us. Michael Newton's work and findings. Dr. Michael Newton was born in 1926. He is a psychologist and writer who devoted his life to researching the secrets of the afterlife. As a pioneer in the field of past life regression, he developed a unique approach to understanding past existences. Newton's work was based on the assumption that every person has a soul that lives on even after death, and this can be accessed through hypnosis. He conducts thousands of regression sessions with his clients who share harrowing experiences and insights into their past realities. Let's get better acquainted with the work of Michael Newton, which has helped many people to reveal the secrets of their past experiences. The sessions and works of Dr. Newton were highly influential in the field of reincarnation and past lives. He wrote several books on the subject, including The Path of Souls, The Fate of Souls, Life Between Lives, and others. These books became bestsellers and helped raise general awareness of past life regression and reincarnation. Despite criticism from some circles, the work of Dr. Newton is widely respected, and the discoveries he made are considered groundbreaking. He has been a highly sought-after speaker, and his ideas and theories continue to inspire people around the world. Dr. Michael Newton passed away in 2016, but his legacy continues to influence the field of past life regression and the study of the afterlife. One of the key insights in Newton's work is that our past lives are more connected than we might have thought. He finds that many of his clients share memories from multiple past lives that often turn out to be related to relationships, states, and experiences in their current existence. This leads to the theory that our past lives are part of a larger journey that unfolds through time, and that the lessons we learn in one life carry over into our next. This insight was sparked when Newton began working with a client who complained of chronic pain on the right side of his body since birth. One of the techniques in hypnotherapy for dealing with pain is to direct the subject to increase it, to learn to relieve the suffering and gain control over it. During one of the sessions involving pain amplification, the man imagined being stabbed with a knife to experience his pain. The search for the root cause of this image reveals his previous life as a soldier in the First World War, who was killed in France with a bayonet, a knife that attaches to a weapon and is used to pierce the enemy. After that, the pain was completely gone. Another fascinating aspect of Newton's work is the information he discovered about the afterlife. Many of his clients have reported experiencing a deep sense of peace and tranquility, as well as feeling connected to deceased loved ones. Some of them even share that they feel a sense of reunion with these loved ones and can communicate with them on a deep spiritual level. The case that opened the door for Dr. Newton to the spirit world was of a middle-aged woman highly susceptible to hypnosis. She told him about feelings of loneliness and isolation she felt. This woman almost single-handedly entered the highest state of altered consciousness. Without realizing it, he gave her an extremely brief command to go to the source that brought about her condition. At the time, he unknowingly used one of the key words to awaken spiritual memories. He asked her if there was a particular group of friends she missed. Suddenly, the patient burst into tears and began to tell Michael about her previous life and the life she had lived between her past lives. She says she misses her friends from her home between lives. These experiences are not limited to just a few people. Over the years, Dr. Newton has worked with thousands of clients, and many of them have shared similar experiences during their regressions. This leads many people to take these sharings as evidence of a deeper reality and a sign that our past lives are not just memories, but actual experiences that are deeply connected to our souls. Of course, not everyone is convinced by these findings. Critics argue that past life regression is a form of hypnotic suggestion, and the information received during the séance is nothing more than a figment of the client's imagination. Despite these criticisms, the work of Dr. Newton has helped many people gain a deeper understanding of their soul path, which has given them a sense of peace and completeness that they could not find otherwise. Share what you think. Are the experiences reported by Dr. Newton's clients evidence of a deeper reality, or merely figments of the imagination? Do you find the idea that our past lives are connected and part of a greater journey true? The opinion of the scientific community. In the scientific community, the topic of past life regression and reincarnation continues to be the source of much debate and speculation. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, many people report vivid experiences and memories of past lives through regression therapy, leading some scientists and researchers to believe that these experiences can provide valuable insights into the nature of human consciousness. On the one hand, some people view past life regression as a purely psychological phenomenon that has no basis in reality. They claim that these memories are simply the result of the mind's creative abilities and have no bearing on the true nature of consciousness. However, others believe that these experiences are not just a figment of the imagination, but rather a manifestation of the deeper reality that exists beyond our current understanding. They argue that the details and memories that people report from their past may be evidence of reincarnation, and that the nature of human consciousness is much more complex and mysterious than previously thought. One of the most intriguing aspects of past life regression is the possibility that it can shed light on some of history's greatest mysteries. For example, some people have had memories of historical figures like Cleopatra or Julius Caesar. There are many still unknowns surrounding regression and reincarnation, but the evidence and arguments presented by believers in these phenomena are becoming increasingly compelling. For those who are open-minded and curious about the nature of reality, exploring the subject can be a fascinating and thought-provoking journey. So whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there's no denying the fascination and intrigue of past life regression and reincarnation. We hope this video has given you food for thought and piqued your curiosity. Don't forget to comment and like. Subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content like this.